Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lynk's League, where I'm in a league of my own. And in this video, we are going to see a Fiora gameplay. Now, I'm going to be a little bit quieter than normal. It is yet again midnight, because I had a lot of complications with the Guild Wars 2 video you will be seeing before this. Now, essentially, I am playing Fiora, and I'm going against a rather stubborn lane opponent. Let me fix this. Our AD carry is Timo, yes. No. Timo support? Yeah, Timo support. Okay, so that's Brand mid, Elise mid, Timo soup. There we go. Is there Kha'Zix the jungle? Yes, he is. So Kha'Zix here. Support that. That wasn't Kha'Zix, that was Elise. Same difference, they're both bugs. This is a 20-minute gameplay, which means this is going to be continuous commentary. So I will be able to feature Fiora for what she is, and the fact that I don't see why she's an underplayed champion. What I've seen is she's really strong, and Riot wants people to know this. I mean, they even made a skin for her, and normally the skins they make are for champions that are not really played. Mostly they do this with the seasonal skins. Like Gragas wasn't played at the time they made the Gragas skin. Maokai wasn't, I'm talking about last year. Maokai wasn't popular last year when they had his skin. They're trying to bring champions back. I mean, Ziggs and, oh, this is funny. Ziggs and Fiora are great examples of what champions they've tried. So here's Shaco attempting to steal our blue and wasting his flash. That's really kind of sad. The thing is, he actually managed to put a trap down, hopefully stopping them. But anyway. This is going to be an interesting game. I am W. This is going to be an interesting game. Their Kha'Zix hasn't connected yet. Actually, no, he has. Never mind. He didn't connect in the waiting screen, but that's about that. Now, essentially, I should be countered by Riven Top, but a lot of people don't know how to play against a Fiora, and that is really where this lies. Now, I started defense and pots, while she started a Doran's Blade. This already gives me a great advantage over her, as she will not be able to gain any health after picking. Now I'm going to let her have the CS, because I really don't feel it's necessary to risk any early damage from Broken Wings. And okay, I have to make sure this is right. Broken Wings, Key Burst, and Valor. Okay. As you can see right there, I actually managed to return quite a bit of damage, and by quite a bit, that's like 50, using my parry attack. Parry is your main force or riposte. Well, parry is what it is. As you'll see, she's able to come in and use all of her abilities. All my damage comes from riposte, because this has 60 damage at this level, and these do really nothing. This is actually your utility spell. I used to think this was, and use this for laning, but no, this is actually completely wrong. I'm actually using a health pot right now, as I think she's returning. I'm not quite sure, or she's just waiting to get over here to get some CS. But what will we actually see here? We will see that Fiora is a great champion. That's pretty much that. She has a great kit, like she has the dash, she has a block for a basic attack. Like I'm going to put my block on, hoping she'll use her basic attack to do anything to me, which she doesn't. And I'm going to take this opportunity to farm, because she does not want to actually engage with me. Also, my passive, which gives me extra health over time, is really quite good. But we are going to see a Volibear, as the builds are no longer up, going to attempt to come in here for a gank. So I'm going to make up the room, parry, do quite a bit of damage. He's going to flip her back. There's the slow and an ignite, and landing a kill for Dan. He's actually on my friends list now after this game. We've paired up quite a bit. He's a great jungler, and I think his elo is, well, I think his elo is now like 1600. Yeah, I'm guessing that is it. I'm not sure, I haven't checked in about a while, because he hasn't actually contacted me over League in a while. So mid, this is actually Elise release week, and she went with Cloth in 4 against Brand. What? But yeah, Brand really kind of does counter Elise, but if she can get her stun off, Brand is not worth anything, as she can do more damage to Brand than he can actually handle. And you'll see this right about here, where she activates Ghost and picks up an easy kill. Although bottom lane, this was actually really good. So we have Shaco support now deciding to go in after the Ezreal, and Ezreal returning quite a bit of damage, but Khasik's jumping in doing damage as the camera's going to pan back, but we're going to see the Ezreal jump away, and the Khasik's getting low in the Ignite going out on Teemo, and will Teemo manage to make it out alive? No, he will not, as the Ashe will flash in, but the Ez will flash away, and that will be the end of that, with a kill for the Shaco. And that is about that, but for the lane comps, we have Ashe versus Ezreal. Ezreal and Ashe kind of don't like each other, but Ezreal can beat an Ashe that doesn't know what they're doing. And this Ashe does just that. She has really no clue what she's doing, even though she has a skin. And it really is bad for her. I mean, because she does know Ez is on his way, but the Shaco bot, or the box, stops him. So she's actually knowing that he's low on health, and he's trying to bait a fight, but Volibear was nowhere to be found, and that bait didn't work. But Elise is on her way down, as Volibear is going to come in, and he's going to start his charge, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's going to check first. Oh, he's going to roar, and he's going to flip, and he's going to start doing some damage with the red buff on. And he lands another basic, and uses Frenzy for the kill. Now the Elise is on her way in, doing as much damage as she possibly can, but the Teemo is going to stop that altercation with a blinding dart. As we're going to see those two going back in, and Volibear just dealing with the box, as he sees fit. Okay, Brand actually pushing turret, but me being pushed to turret. Now, as you see, I've ranked Riposte up to a decent level. This is giving me 25 extra AD, so it's essentially Yi's Wuju style. And that's kind of how she should be treated. She should be treated like a Yi with a gap closer, because how she, or with this ultimate and extra gap closers, because that's essentially how she works. As you're seeing right here, I'm doing what Fioras do best. We stall at our turrets, and we look for opportunities. Now, I have Blade Waltz if she ever decides to go in after me. Now, Riven actually does play well against Fiora because most of her damage comes from, well, most of her damage comes from all of her skills. And Fiora really doesn't get damage from that. Sorry. It's hard to talk quiet, and also, yeah. Anyway, we have Kha'Zix jumping in on the Brand, and Brand starting to get assimilated as the Volibear is going to come in and turn on the Elise, and the Brand, not knowing what the word focus is, will actually go after Kha'Zix instead of Elise, as Elise will almost get away, as the Volibear will finish her off, as now DCing and being forced back because of it, and me pushing my lane forward because I need to go by. Now, this Riven, I'm guessing, it wasn't free week for Riven this week. I know that for a fact. Excuse me. And just the way she was playing made me believe that she either had no idea what she was doing, just recently bought the champ, or was like 600 elo. Those are just my thoughts. But it's like she really didn't know what she was doing. Like, here she's using Broken Wings to make a ground. It only hits me with one of them, the knockup. I'm pretty sure the knockup does the least of the damage. No, actually they're all the exact same damages. But she is going to come in here with an Ignite and an Exhaust, but breaking off as the Exhaust stops. I think I parry and does like 100 damage and she gets scared off by it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of health using the old Doran's Blade before Season 3. Actually, I don't even have that on yet, but following her. Go over here. Go over to me. There we go. I'm just going to sit in lane and sustain. She goes back to her turret every time. She has a ward right here, but she goes back to turret, which made me believe she was very paranoid, which allowed me to play my lane to the greatest of my advantage. Now, the way that I actually won this lane that I was heavily countered in is I used something I'd like to call charity. I always gave her the benefit of the doubt. Like, if she was MIA, I figured she was in the bush. If she starts attacking me, I figured she has a friend nearby. If they start acting differently, they have something up their sleeve. So, the fact that she always returned made me think she's paranoid, and the fact that she's paranoid will make it a lot easier for me to trade off with her. But you're going to see me here go after her and do quite a bit of damage, getting a kill, and the current bug at the time caused me to not live through that. There was a bug at the time of this recording where if you use Fiora's ulti and you accidentally tap, what's the button? Oh, you accidentally tap R again, or no, you go into her Q. It'll activate your flash. Really weird bug. I think I had my turret, or my mouse over my turret so I could hide behind that for a couple seconds. But yeah, I essentially traded off 1 with 1 Riven up there. But anyway, the reason I beat Riven was mostly because, spoilers, I'm beating Riven in lane. The reason I'm gonna beat her is because I managed to figure out what she was doing. She was really paranoid, so she kept going back, and that's why she bought a ward, even though Volibear only had 1 gank and then he never returned. So that means his jungle presence to her was very lax, which she was paranoid, so she went and got a ward. She has never been ganked ever again up top, and that really leads me to believe that no matter what I do, if I start acting differently in lane, she will back up. Or if I push, she will back up. So now with this in mind, and me respond, you can watch actually how I start playing around with her. I show her that I'm in lane, and then I go and hide in the bush. So she goes and uses all of her skills, and while those are all gone, I know she has nothing but a basic left, so I force her to do that. Now she activates her ulti because she figures that there might be someone else around for a fight, but then she does back off. And now she comes back, but she does stay a bit behind her minions because she is still afraid there's someone here. This is really her downfall. Also, random yellow ping. That's funny. This is her downfall. She was very paranoid up top. She must have had a bad game before this. But anyway, I returned, got double Dorans, tabbies, and a longsword. And I will start to be able to trade off with this Riven, even though she can do more damage to me than I can in a matter of a few seconds. Now, what will we actually see in the matter of the next 10 minutes? Also, here's the builds for those of you who want to know the mid-game of this 20-minute game. CS-wise, I'm almost double Riven, because she does back off way too often. Anyway, I wanted her to go in right there, that's why I parried, but I do decide just to go back and CS. I pretty much double her CS at this time. I will go back and show that, but the CSs right now are really in our favor, as I think I just double queued into her, and she's doing little to nothing. I'm counter-building her, and she doesn't even do it. I mean, she does have tabbies, but that's about it. Okay, now I can't make you guys wait any longer. We have to see what happened down here. So what will we see? We'll actually see Ezreal and Voli way out of position, as they are sandwiched in between 3 people. The Ezreal is going to get completely collapsed on and get killed, while Voli is going to start running for his life with his Q, I think that is, Ron, and he will manage to escape to the Ezreal mushroom. Yeah, I'm tired. To the Teemo shroom, as we're actually going to see nothing really come from that, although speeding back up to the point where the secondary kill was at. I'm pretty sure there was another kill. Yeah, right here. Or, wait, what? I'm pretty... Oh, never mind, no. I don't know, I think it was Killing Spree or something shut down, because I remember it coming up twice. Anyway, I force her to return. She goes back and buys a longsword, building more damage against me, who is building armor against her. So I essentially go and take golems in this. I know she's going to come after me, and after she wastes that, I'm going to go in and do a lot of damage, but we're going to see a really nice ult combo from the brand, and completely melting that spider like it was his job. So anyway, we're going to see her getting really aggressive here, and also me getting aggressive. But this is because I know that she's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in lane. She's wasting her cooldowns a lot more often, and she's attempting to go after me more, which means she's confident that she can do a one-on-one. So I have pretty much pinged for Volley to come in, and we are going to completely collapse in on her. I'm going to try and stay with her as long as possible, waiting for the right time to ult. She just gets out of range as Volley's going to come in, and flash flip as I'm going to go in with a basic, get the kill, and walk out to safety with the Volibear escorting me. As we're getting a ridiculous amount of pigs. I remember that's from the brand, and that was quite funny. Now, if we go back here, we're going to see Ezreal and Kha'Zix kind of meet up in the jungle, as Kha'Zix is going to do quite a bit of damage to Ezreal in a matter of seconds, but Ez is going to ult, take about 300 of his health away, flash to the other side, and kill the Kha'Zix before the Kha'Zix even knew what was going on. Now, Shaco's on his way up to go and see what happened, or is he going to steal the blue buff? No, he's actually going to put a box in there and attempt to steal the blue buff? Possibly? Maybe? Could be? Will we see? I'm not sure. By the look of it, no. But anyway, this is normal speed, right? Yeah. We're actually going to see Teemo now coming up, and with his invisible trap, managing to miss the Shaco by that much. But will the Shaco be hit by the next trap? No, but we will see the Shaco go into his ult, as Teemo's going to try and escape, and do as much damage as he can to the Shaco. as no one will actually go into the bush to see, although Volibear might actually choose to go in the bush, as he does not know he's there, but he does figure it. There's a quick kill on the Shaco, as we're going to see Elise come in after the Ezreal. Ezreal's going to get nuked out and get another basic for a death, but a fed Volibear is something to be afraid of, as he will be able to hold on this engage for really long and actually kill the Elise using his passive, which is amazing, to get away. And will the Ashe manage to get another slow? No, she won't, as a Teemo Shroom saves his life. Yeah, I can't wait for the rework to Volibear. It's not really a rework, they're just doing they're doing a, what's it called, change? Who did they do this to? They changed a couple mechanics around. It wasn't a whole skill rechange, it's just like how certain mechanics worked. Although we're going to have a Teemo on his way in, as the Kha'Zix now collapse in on each other, and we won't see anything else come from that, as we're going to go back top, and we're going to see the Riven yet again getting very comfortable in attacking me. But now that I have a lot more AD, I really think it's a good idea for us to get more fights. I have a Brutalizer, which essentially are canceling out her Ninja Tabbies, but she bought Claw, as I bought Claw. But the thing is, I have Armor Pen, and I also have Claw, and I also have Double Dorrance. She doesn't, which means that I'm going to be able to sustain better in a fight, and I think I have health pots and she doesn't, yes. So I mean, we can even pull up the build and actually see I'm still doubling her CS. I have 2 more kills over her, and she was going to have a hard time in this lane. Now, really, what the point is I wait for her cooldowns to go down, and then I just engage, hoping she'll stay, but she does usually key burst me out. That's kind of how this lane went for the whole time it was actually happening. Now, me activating Burst of Speed to quickly clear this minion wave, as Riven's gonna waste her Qs for another 8 seconds, right? 8 seconds? Riven, 8 seconds? 12. Maybe that's with no, maybe it's with some CDR. But yeah, I'm close enough. I know most champions cooldowns. Sorry, there's not much to really commentate or be excited over, because I'm tired, and we only have about 4 more minutes of this awesome Fiora content. So I am just going to CS here, because Fiora is one of my better CSers. I am really good with Fiora, Orianna, Twisted Fate, Ziggs. As for bot lane, I'm good with Sivir, Ashe, and Ezreal. Yet again, going in and making sure that she feels more damage than I did when we actually engage, and managing to win that altercation yet again. But she did go back. What did she buy? Well, she bought Madrid's Madrid's Razors. And I just question that to the fullest of what. But let's see what happens here, as we obviously see something happening. We're going to see a 3v3 between pretty much the bot lane and the 2 junglers. So what will we see? We'll actually see the Ashe pulled into the turret and hit with quite a bit of abilities. There's the ulti from the Ez, now lowering Ashe to nice 200 health, as the altercation will end with no kills. I find this quite disturbing. It said there was a kill. Where's the kill? Come on. Kha'Zix will jump in, do quite a bit of damage to the Ezreal, and back off. And the Shaco's going to come in, land the Ignite, land the ulti, well, land it, but use the ulti, and get the kill as the Teemo gets the kill. Now yet again, this is where Riven will keep being aggressive, even though she doesn't, or even though she can't actually do anything to me. I've got 120 physical armor, and I've got 183 attack damage. Real quick, what happened, bot, if you guys are interested. The Kha'Zix got a little bit of health back up, and what did he decide to do? Well, he decided to jump on Teemo, use his spikes, and get a kill, as he's going to be way too close to turret and have a slow for a death. Mid, Elise is farming, nothing new. Anyway, back to top, and the feature star of the replay. We will see me already having quite a bit of attack damage over the Riven, and having quite a bit of sustain over the Riven. Now, the item I'm building with mine is a Wriggle's Lantern, so I can actually ult in and have a lot more health. Now, the reasoning behind this is my ulti procs with basic attacks, and that new Hydra item is really good. Brand actually killing Elise with Volibear's help. Let's go here and see that, shall we? What actually happens? Elise gets way too greedy for a kill, and Volibear just stays with her. She can really not do anything. There is her jumping up, attempting to go after Brand, of Brand completely nuking her in a matter of seconds.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So yet again, I'm playing with her paranoia. I just left lane, and she's going to check, which is just what I wanted, because now she's away from her turret even further. I'm going to go for the ignite, and just leave her there with the ignite. Although I'm going to flash in, use both my Qs, and only land 2 of my alt procs. Out of how many is it again? 5? 5 times. So there were still 3 more of those to go, and yeah, that essentially decimated her. As I'm going to return here, let's just go back. Come on. There we go. Pick up a BF sword and get a brutalizer. Or pick up a BF sword and get a longsword. Longsword and this are to make blood razors, and this is to make a bloodthirster. Now, what happened down bot? Well, you're gonna see Teemo way out of position, and the double Shaco's going after him. Although Brand is not having that, and is gonna try to destroy Shaco as quickly as possible, as the Teemo retaliates for the kill. Now we're gonna see those guys bottom and pushing on the turret. Now, if we go mid, we'll see Elise getting caught out by the Volibear, and Volibear actually doing quite a bit of damage, but her retaliating quite well with her newfound AP that she did go back and buy. I'm gonna hold this up for the rest of the game. As we are going to go top, and we're going to see how I shut the Riven down. How to shut her down. 2 successful ganks, and just out-farming her. I mean, here we have a great What? Camera. I want to show how this lane played out. Okay, so we're both at full health. She came back with her Wriggles, right? And I came back with a BF sword and a longsword. I'm going to go in, land 2 Qs, and land 3 basics. Well, actually, it's 4. And land my Riposte. Riposte, it did 260, pretty much almost perfect to her because she doesn't have any MR runes. She's got 44. So now she's going to come in yet again, hoping to do some damage, as I'm going to quickly trade off with a couple Qs and grab a kill. Now, this is really Fiora, just W. This is really how Fiora works. You counter-build your lane, you get double Dorans. Then you build a Brutalizer if they start building against you, or you build a Wriggles if they keep getting stronger for sustain. And then what you do from there is you build your Bloodthirster. Your Bloodthirster... Oh wait, that's spoilers. That's spoilers as well. Where's the Brand double kill? Oh, what? That's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna center this on mid lane right now. But essentially, Brand's bot. Okay, essentially, you just build your BT after you build your Wriggles or your Brutalizer. Now your BT can actually wait a little bit and be used when you need it. But actually we're going to see Kha'Zix coming in here, Brand doing his whole combo and completely decimating both of them as the Astro does little to nothing. So focusing the camera on me for the final statements, you go double Dorans and you go counter boots. You go counter boots. Then you start building your Brutalizer if they build against you, and you build a Wriggles if you need sustain. I'm going to come in here, melt her like it's my job, and go to actually proceed to dance in mid lane as I see the GG go out. So, if you enjoyed the content provided, leave a like. If you want to stay current, subscribe. Sorry for talking so quietly. I wish my editing software did not break. And I will talk to you all later.